everyone, and welcome to Those Forking Fangirls, where we talk all things nerdy book, TV, movie, pop culture, fandoms, and how they integrate into our adult lives. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Christine.
And today, we are talking about our Comic-Con adventures in 2026. Wow! We actually made it to all the days this year.
We went to all the days. Well, we kind of left on Sunday, but we were there Sunday, and we did lots of shit, including see the Odyssey. But first, as always, we're going to roll into Snap Crackle Pop Culture News. So if you want to skip to our main discussion, there is a timestamp in the show notes. But we've got some exciting Snap Crackle Pop to share. Today, Taylor Swift, still no wedding photos as of July 28th.
I was like, wait, what's the exciting news?
This is the exciting news. Nothing.
No update. None.
What do you have for us, Natasha?
Well, lots of stuff was like dropped at Comic-Con this year. I'll go into the Rings of Power stuff since Christine doesn't watch that show. But JAMIE Campbell Bower, whom we already knew, was a part of Rings of Power. His character was revealed, and he is indeed playing Celeborn.
Wait, who's Celeborn?
Is Galadriel's husband.
Who's Galadriel again?
The fuck?
Who's Galadriel?
Christine, I really need you to sit down and watch Lord of the Rings. And like, you need to come over and watch it with me and Alex.
We have done this.
No, we have not.
Yeah, we just didn't get to the end.
There's too many people in that goddamn room. We had to have just you with me and Alex. That's it. Okay. Galadriel is, she is like the all-powerful elf. She is one of the main characters of Rings of Power. The blonde lady? She's Kate Blanchett in the film.
Okay, that's all you had to say.
All shall love me and despair. Yeah, thank you, Laura.
So she's just like a blonde witch.
No. She is a elf.
Okay. But she does that scary thing.
She does. She's just because she got tempted by the ring.
Oh.
Yes.
Did she put it on?
No, she did not put it on. That would have been really
bad. Then why did she do that?
Because it tempted her as she looked at it.
As she looked at it?
She knew she was going to face the ring, and she knew she had two different choices. The one was either take the ring and become like the all-powerful queen or she was going to resist it, and she passed the test.
But she went, rah!
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
She's like one of the oldest elves. She's like from who's still living on Middle Earth.
What if we did a commentary of Lord of the Rings?
I really can't. That's literally going to hurt me. And then I'm going to try to, as we have seen before, explain things that I don't necessarily know all the information to, because I need my brother there to fill it in.
All right. Next. Okay, so we've been following the Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow casting, and they casted Daisy Ridley. That's her name, right? I said it right.
Daisy Ridley or Daisy Edgar Jones?
Ooh, can't remember.
I think it was Daisy Edgar Jones who was passed in Tomorrow and Tomorrow Tomorrow.
Okay.
Daisy Ridley's from Star Wars.
Okay, so wow, there's two Daisies. Anyway. All right. Laura says I'm starting to think there are only 10 actors.
And two of them are named Daisy.
Two are Daisies. All right. Anyway, the news is that Sean Kaufman, who plays Belly's older brother in The Summer I Turned Pretty, has been casted in Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. And I'm assuming he's casted as the best friend of the lead guy, who's actually the nicest person in that triangle of friends, who kind of grounds everybody. And
wait, Sean Kaufman? Who is
Sean Kaufman?
Who
is the older brother
to Belly?
To Belly.
Got it.
Yes.
Wait, I didn't even finish my
He's a
Rings of
cutie.
Power news.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, I didn't realize you had more news.
It's okay. Keep going. I'll come back.
I mean, that's it. I didn't even look up for sure if he was casted as that guy. I just assumed.
What?
Let me look it up
Oh.
while you talk about Rings of Power.
Okay. Back to Rings of Power. So we had the news that Jamie Campbell Bower,
I'm an official reporter.
his character got revealed. Okay. He said that he said this to Collider at Comic-Con. He said, "I came to that project after working on Stranger Things, playing this really dark thing, and came to it praying for love, and took that with me onto set. And I took that with me into work every single day. I went into work every day for the first 3 weeks crying with joy because he was so done with being like a dark symbol. He wanted to be like exploding with love."
So he's a love interest.
Yeah, there's a whole romantic storyline.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yes.
That's why he looked a little bit more like put together and cute in person.
Yeah.
He's playing a romantic lead again.
He's playing an elf. Elven.
All right, let's remind to tomorrow.
I'm still not done. I'm still not done. I'm still not done. Okay. So Rings of Power is confirmed to air on November 11th this year, with episodes 1 and 2 airing on 11/11, and then episodes 3 and 4 airing on 11/18, and episodes 5 and 6 airing on 11/25. So 2 episodes every week, and then that's it. I'm done.
That is so weird because the release date for Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow is November 12th, but 2027.
I was like, there's no way.
2027. Okay, so Daisy Edgar Jones is casted as Sadie Green, the game designer. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sky Yang has been casted as Sam, who is the childhood friend of Sadie. And then Sean Kaufman is indeed casted as Marks, Sam's roommate and friend, and the best character in the book. So, and he's got like mad sweetie pie vibes, and so does Sean Kaufman. So I think that's perfect casting. And Gabrielle Zevin is one of the writers on the script, so that's cool. There's 3.
Who's Gabrielle Zevin?
She is the author of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Other news. Okay. Ryan Reynolds walked the floor of Comic-Con as Gene Pool on the day we were walking the floor of Comic-Con.
I know.
I'm very upset that we did not see Gene Pool. Okay, we were in a different lane. I feel like he was in the top lane in those pictures, and we were in the middle lane of the floor. Mm-hmm. And Ryan Reynolds was actually there in costume, and then he showed up at the Doomsday panel, and they made this little video of him with different pictures of people on the floor with him, and I'm so sad that I wasn't with him.
We literally walked past, like we were there for like probably around 2 hours, like on the floor, and then we walked out to go towards the Hilton, which is you have to go around Hall H, and as we were going around Hall H, that's when they were letting everyone out. It was we really just missed him. That's crazy.
Metal says we were 2 degrees of separation away from Taylor Swift. We've been 1 though. Remember Jenny Han?
Yeah.
The wedding.
We were 2.
But like I want to be 0 degrees away from Ryan Reynolds. I know like maybe he's not the most popular right now, but I've loved him for a long time. And I still do. All right. Remember when I was like, I want Ryan Gosling to play a pilot in Again But Better, even though he's way too old.
Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, sorry. Did I say Gosling? I keep mixing up their names when I speak. Reynolds. I want Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Speaking of Ryan Gosling, confirmed to be playing Ghost Rider. With a D, not a T, as Christine thought at one point.
I didn't think it was writer. Oh, when we were talking about it. I thought, oh my God, you're trying to tell the story.
Yes.
So someone had told us that Ryan Reynolds is a ghost writer for Doomsday. And I was like, wow, that's so cool that Ryan Gosling is writing. Why is he a ghostwriter? And if he's a ghostwriter, why are we talking about it? Because that's the point of a ghostwriter, to not have your name out there.
And then we were like, wait, what? No, Christine, he's playing Ghost Rider, the like Nicolas Cage movie, also iconic Marvel anti-hero.
Laura's Ghost Rider has a flaming pen instead of a flaming skull. But I was like, this is so cool. Like, Ryan Gosling is getting involved in all different aspects of filmmaking.
I saw so many people, like all of this, like other actors being like, he's really just had a moment. He's like banger after banger after banger.
He's had banger after banger after banger his entire life.
His entire career.
All he does is make bangers. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited about him joining the crew of Marvel.
I'm hoping it actually comes true, because Marvel did this a couple, like, I don't know, 7, 8, 6 years ago.
What?
When they announced Blade was coming, and then they never did a Blade movie with
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. So
I think Ryan Gosling, though, is so big right now that they're trying to capitalize on his popularity post Hail Mary project.
Yeah. But, and then, the guy who does Deadpool movies, the director, he's the one
Ryan
who's
Reynolds.
directing.
Oh, Dan Levy? Not Dan Levy.
No,
Sean
Levy. He's the one who's directing Ghost Rider. A lot of people are thinking, like, they were talking like, please don't make it funny. I'm like, it's obviously gonna be a little funny.
Yes,
when you've got
make
Ryan
it funny.
Gosling and Sean Levy. So
This is the thing. These movies aren't good if there's not levity in them. When they take themselves too seriously, it's just like so bland.
yeah. Oh my God, Aaron, throwback to when they put Harry Styles in a post-credit scene and then never did anything with that ever again.
I forgot about that. What post credits was that? Like a Guardians movie?
No, Eternals.
Oh yeah. Well, it was Eternals.
Yeah.
The thing, I can't believe people said don't make a movie about a guy who's a ghost with a skull that's on fire. Funny. That's bound to be bad.
Oh my God, Ava Mendes was in the Ghost Rider. Forgot about
No
that in 2007.
shit.
Ryan Gosling has been talking about if he was going to join Marvel, he wanted to do Ghost Rider. So he's been like outwardly, publicly talking about that for a long time. And Pauline, also, thank you for mentioning this again. This will be coming after his Star Wars debut in the Starfighter movie.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Now he just needs to be in Lord of the Rings.
No, he just has to be in Twilight. Let's cast him in Midnight Sun as Edward. Old Edward started to age. Now he's Ryan Gosling. Let me write it. Give me the job. Oh my God. All right. Next. Okay, we talked about season 13 of American Horror Story because Coven is going to be back. All right, Ryan Gosling officially announced on a red carpet during the interview that people are getting confused. It's not Coven focused. It's the Avengers of American Horror Story.
I'm so confused, Christine. Did you just say Ryan Gosling said this?
Oh no.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Ryan, the other one that makes the show.
Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy. Why does everyone have the same name?
Can you please?
Laura just said, I know what you are. Say it out loud. Ryan Gosling.
Can we just stop saying Gosling and Reynolds?
No. Ryan Murphy makes American Horror Story, and he was on a red carpet medal. We can only have one Ryan in Hollywood. There's so many. Okay. Ryan Murphy on a red carpet said that people are getting confused. It's not just Coven focused. It is the Avengers of American Horror Story. All the characters from every season are back. Okay, Jessica Lange is playing 3 different characters. Sarah Paulson is playing about 6 different characters. Like, everyone's back playing their characters from every motherfucking season to defeat one big evil, which is crazy. Wow. And I guess he's been writing this season for like 6 years. Everyone said they were never coming back, but then he pitched them the storyline, and even Jessica Lange was like, well, I guess I gotta come back for that. So it's wild, man. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch it. I want to. But, like, if it's not just Coven focused, all the other seasons scared the bejesus out of me. So
I will watch it, even though I missed a bunch of it. Do you think Lady Gaga's going to come back?
Oh, my God. Maybe. Maybe she'll have, like, a cameo because I feel like she's busy. But I just wish I had somebody to watch it with, because then I could watch it. Because, like, during the daytime, I could schedule a watch. But, like, it's so scary living by myself watching that show. Julia was like, remember when you made me watch American Horror Story season 1 with you in senior year? And I was like, no, but that sounds like me.
Definitely sounds like you. Also, hi, Mason.
Hi, Mason. Welcome.
Who just joined. Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. Oh my God, Laura. I watched Obsession together. I mean, not together, alone. We'll get to it. Okay, let's move to the next thing here. Spider-Man Brand New Day has debuted at 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. So exciting. It comes out this week. The premiere was last night. I just got tickets for Friday night.
Natasha, I got tickets for Thursday.
You're so lucky. My best friend from college, Katie, is coming to visit, so I have to wait for her to go see it. She'll be here on Friday. But I hate that people have seen it without me. Dude, I hate that everyone saw it yesterday and I wasn't there to see it.
I know, because we got to go back in 2021.
I know. It was very exclusive and we had a friend on the inside.
Yeah.
But we're going to see it soon. I just have to avoid spoilers for 4 more days.
I just have to avoid it. Oh my God. I only need like 2 more days. I got tomorrow and then I'm going Thursday night. I'm so excited.
Oh, 3 more days.
Taya was already like, I'm going with Taya because she's going to see it again. And she's already telling me, she's like,
I don't want to hear.
I know, I'm not going to say it. But I'm like, bitch, stop telling me what I'm going to expect. I don't want to know.
She already spoiled me for something just in the caption on her video. I was like, excuse me. I worked really hard avoiding this. But I'm going to support your content. Oh my God. We should make a baking with Christine and Katie. How did I not even think about that? Okay. Next. What have you got, Natasha?
Oh, more Marvel news. Excuse me, sir. My kitty cat. Speaking of cats, Black Panther we have a new Black Panther. And his name...
Oh, yeah. The guy from The Long Walk and from Paper Towns.
David Johnson is playing our new Black Panther. Now,
let me look.
A lot of you... That's his name, David Johnson.
I know. I just want to make sure he's from Paper Towns.
A lot of you probably have not seen the newest Black Panther movie because it was sad. And I watched it and I cried through the whole thing.
That was a very roundabout.
I was trying to think of words and I couldn't. I just have to let you know, if you didn't, in the very beginning, it's very sad. In the very end, it's extremely sad because there's like a fucking
great
10-minute 15-minute montage of Chadwick Boseman, and I could only do it once. And so if you got through that 15-minute montage of Chadwick Boseman as a Black Panther, then you will know that he had a son. The Black Panther had a son, and that is who David Johnson
Wait,
is
he's
playing.
Not from Paper Towns. What am I saying? I meant to say Looking for Alaska, but maybe he's not even from Looking for Alaska. I just made that up. What did I see him in? I guess it was just The Long Walk. I was like, I know him.
So, anyways.
Anyways, he was great in The Long Walk. Phenomenal performance. So, very exciting. Next. Oh! Okay, I did not know this. Secret of Secrets. Okay? The latest Dan Brown book that I am 75% of the way through and for some reason ended up stopping reading. Even though it was really good, is coming to Netflix, and a new Robert Langdon has been casted.
Oh.
And that is Morgan Spector, who is from The Gilded Age and Homeland. You watched The Gilded Age, right?
Is it the hot guy with the dark curly hair?
He's got dark curly hair and a beard in the picture I saw.
I love him.
Yeah.
You should
I was
watch
like,
The
he looks the
Gilded
most
Age.
like Robert Langdon out of anyone who's played Robert Langdon. He's an attractive man.
Very attractive. And he's just manly.
And he has like a very smart look.
Never thought Tom Hanks was ever attractive, so this should be good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Tom Hanks is always like
cute
a dad.
in a dad way. Yeah. He was like a cutie in a daddy way. Ew, not
Ew,
dad.
No.
Dad.
No.
Dad!
Just dad.
I hate that daddy just came out of my mouth. I hate it so much. Gag. Gag. Gag.
Oh my god, that would have been a great clip.
All right. What?
I just immediately like, ew, no.
I didn't mean it like that. Okay. Coming back around. The Children of Blood and Bone trailer dropped today, and it's really fucking good.
Oh.
And we just talked about how the author doesn't want anything to do with the movie, so I don't know what it is that they changed or did that was so terrible for her.
I'm feeling
It still looks really good.
Yeah, and I'm feeling like I watched the trailer, I was like, damn, I'm excited for this movie. But no, but
It just looks very high budget. Like,
no, it's extremely high budget. I'm excited for it, and I'm feeling like weird though, because it's like I obviously like want to support Tony. Is it Tony? Tommy, right?
I think it's Tommy. I thought it was Tommy.
Yeah. And I want to support her and like uplift her, but also like at the same time, we don't get to see movies like this very often, where we have like a young black girl at like the helm of a huge featured
like
film.
a superhero movie. It
Yeah.
looks like a superhero film.
And I just want to support that, like the bigger picture.
Yeah. It's sad that like whatever happened between her and the film. Like, I hate that for her.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to I want to see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I wonder if they drastically changed the script.
I know. I haven't read the book, so I'm like, do I read it now or do I wait until after the film? Because I want to read it.
Because then, we won't know what's different if we don't read the book.
Yeah. Like, probably read it before so we know and are like educated before we go and do it.
Yeah. I've had it on my shelf for like since it came out.
What? I thought, wasn't Disney supposed to do it? Is there another studio that picked it up now?
I think Disney did. I thought they did do it. Paramount maybe has it now, though. I think I saw that. It was Paramount. I don't know. Now I'm getting confused because I do remember Disney originally had it, but I think Paramount's attached now.
Okay.
Maybe they let the rights lapse before they made it.
Maybe.
Anyway, sucks that the author is unhappy, but like, it's really cool that it looks really good and has such a fucking bomb-ass cast.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is in this movie, including Beyonce's music.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really, really cool. Like, it's just a really well-cut trailer. And got me excited.
Oh, yeah, and Cynthia Erivo. Thanks, Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And our YA our YA lit girl. Why am I blanking on her name now? From The Hate You Give and so many things.
Amandla, and I
Amandla
think they
Steinberg.
go by they, them.
Oh, okay. Amandla is in the film, and they're great, so exciting.
Very excited. Okay, this information was not exciting to me, but I feel like some people who have read this series, this might be very exciting for them. I would like to read it. I would like to read it. Elsie Silver's Rose Hill series has a cast. So this is going up on Amazon Prime, and they are already filming it in Canada.
Oh.
So a new romance show next year, I guess. But it's mostly full of fresh faces. So if you guys have read the book, I'm going to tell you, you probably don't know these people, but Sean Opry is playing Ford Grant Jr., Hannah Galway is playing Rosie Belmont, Jake Weary is playing West Belmont, and Sadie Dickerson is playing Skylar Stone. So I'm just excited for another romantic series.
Hope they do a really good job with it.
Me too.
All right. I think that's it for our Snap Crackle Pop Culture News. We're going to roll right into what right now. What are you reading?
I just finished Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I didn't really have a lot to read.
Did you like it?
I did. I loved it. It was very good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I loved all the chess stuff.
Yes, me too. It really just refreshed my knowledge of the chess world after watching Queen's Gambit.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh my God. Yes, Percy Jackson Season 3 has a release date. I forgot to write that down. Oh, fuck. Let me get that real quick. Percy Jackson Season 3. Okay. Percy Jackson Season 3 is dropping November 20th, 2026. I have to binge Season 2 because I think I was waiting for my brother last time, but then I was on deadline when I was at home, so we didn't get to watch it together like we watched Season 1, which was so fun. It's more fun to watch these shows that are adaptations of something I love with Paul sometimes when I'm like, think I might not be happy with some of it. Because then I could like just talk about it with him and laugh instead of sitting by myself and being like, Cray says, I know, so excited, and I'm glad they are releasing faster since the cast is aging fast. I mean, that's just what happens with kids. They age. It's so crazy, like being like in your 20s and 30s. I mean, in your 20s, you're not around as many kids. But once you're in the vicinity of a child who's like middle school age, you see time passing because all of a sudden they're a late teenager and then they're graduating high school and you're like, whoa, you were 13 yesterday. Who are you? And that's what like it is like watching the Percy Jackson kids. Every time you see them on a new poster, it's like, whoa, how old are you now? What's happening?
They're just tall. They're getting older.
Yeah, that's just what happens. But you don't like feel it as much until you're not aging in that same way. Like when you're growing up and you're watching people get older, you're like, of course they are. They're 17 now. Just like me. All right. Anyway, we were talking about books. Check and Mate.
Finished. What have you
so
read?
Good. All right. Well, I was going to make a video about this. Maybe I still will, a reel, because Comic-Con made it apparent to me that I am the last person on earth to pick up Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I think I am now.
You are now, but I'm one of the last. And I don't like it. I don't like feeling like one of the last. I want to be in the top 10% of people picking up a book that everyone's reading. Okay? I felt so out of the loop. Alex, Natasha's brother, was just talking all this stuff, Dungeon Crawler Carl. And I was like, I don't know any of these references and I hate it. Okay? Everyone's talking about Donut. Everyone's dressed as Dungeon Crawler Carl. I was like trying to explain Dungeon Crawler Carl to my mom on the phone, and I was like Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I know I can't say it fast.
Tongue twister. Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Carl.
Dungeon Crawler Carl. So I've started it. I'm on season 2. And I know, Frank, Dungeon Crawler Carl, I've seen it around for a long time. But it's been marketed as such a boy book. It has such a boy cover. Like the original cover especially. And I'm like, what is this? I would never pick it up on a normal day.
I've never even heard of it
now because I've never even heard of it. So it's a cool story. So the author, Matt Dinniman. Damn it, Matt Dinniman. Well, self-published, and now he's been picked up for a TV show and being reprinted by one of the big 6, Random Penguin Random House. So that's very cool. But yes, just as Metal said, my best friend who has been obsessed with Dungeon Crawler Carl for years says the whole fandom is middle-aged men. That's, I think, where the fandom started. And now it's expanded into the general public. And I like to be there by the time we've expanded into the general public. By the time there's tons of cosplayers, it's broken containment.
It's broken containment.
So far, like, I'm reading and I'm engaged. I'm not like, I think I have to, like, give it a second because I'm only on chapter 2. But yeah, post-apocalyptic world. And basically we've entered a video game. Like, he's living a video game because these aliens have taken over Earth and they make money by making the people on each planet that they take over play in these games. Kind of like a big Squid Game sort of a thing. But it's more Dungeons and Dragons-y. Like, and you have health bars and, like, power-ups and you have a toolbox and, like, all this shit that you would see in a video game. It's got a lot of video game humor so far. And, like, yeah, I obviously get it, but I'm not a gamer. And I think, like, gamers love it immediately. I'm reading the audiobooks, Frank.
Yeah.
And they're good.
I gotta get on it, too. I mean, Alex has been, like, reading it for months now.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be really fun.
I just thought it was a boy book because he was reading it.
It is a boy book, like, on the outside. Because we're following a man that's probably in his 30s. I don't know how old Carl is yet. But he seems like he's in his 30s. And do you want me to tell you the opening?
No,
he's
I know
like,
the opening.
Okay, I'll just tell everyone the opening. He's, like, outside because the cat got out. And then everything around him just flattens out. Like, everyone who's indoors dies. Because the aliens flatten out the Earth. So if you're under a surface, you got smushed. And he just happens to be outside. Carl's 27, but he seems more like 37. Frank just said, wow, like, yeah, he did say he was 27. Actually, now that you mention it. But he does feel 30-something the way he talks.
Metal says, I think DCC lends itself well to anime fans. That makes a lot of sense since that's what my brother
honestly,
is.
I'm picturing it kind of cartoony in my head because there are, like, goblins and there's, like, a talking rat man like in Ninja Turtles. So anyway, and I started Steelborn, which is new romantasy coming out August 4th on my birthday. I'm moderating for Taylor LaRue, the author, at the Ripped Bodice this coming Monday. So I started the audiobook and it's really good. It's very good. It's giving me very much like Selena Sardathian vibes right off the bat. Which is Throne of Glass, if you guys don't know. Selena Sardathian. She's like a kick-ass lady who's stealing shit from a caravan.
I think Alex has all of the Dungeon Crawler Carl books on my Audible, so it's an easy...
Yes! Adversary to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer is also coming out on my birthday. It's weird that my birthday's on a Tuesday because, like, all these books are coming out and everyone's like, see you August 4th. And I'm like, you mean on my birthday? Why are you going to see me? Why are you also celebrating? So, yeah, it's going to be a big day. Lots of books to read.
Big day. Okay, TV. What have you been watching?
I haven't been watching any TV because I've been on deadline. I've been just, like, kind of making it so I only watch movies. What about you?
We watched we're almost done with the bear, the last season. We've got 2 more episodes, but the last 2 episodes are pretty long. Like the first few episodes were like 20 minutes long, and then all of a sudden the last 2 are like an hour and a half.
Makes sense because it's the final episodes ever.
Yeah, and so far my prediction is that everything is happening in this one day.
You still don't know?
Everything has been in one day, so
okay. So it is all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's 2 hours left. Are we going to go into the next day? Like, I don't know. So, yeah. So I'm excited to finish it. I think we'll watch another episode tonight. I don't know. Oh, and I've been watching House of the Dragon, which is really good.
Good. I have not. Still have not.
I like this season the best thus far.
I'm glad.
Except for that first episode, which killed me.
Except for that episode where everyone died.
Oh, Aaron. So did anyone watch the new Little House on the Prairie? I watched, I think, the first episode or 2. I was in like a romantic mood, so I need to keep up with it. But so far, so good. I really like it. I've never seen the original Little House on the Prairie, but like my mother was like obsessed with that show growing up. Like, was your mom obsessed with Little House on the Prairie?
I don't know. She's never talked about it, so I'm guessing not. My mom really liked the Partridge Family growing up. She always used to talk about that. I have to ask her. All right. For movies. Okay, before we talk about the Odyssey, I need to talk about Obsession because I watched it. So I was packing for Comic-Con, and I was so anxious because I had 1,000 things to do. And 1,000 things to do like outside of Comic-Con. And I was like, I need to put a movie on to distract myself. And what do I choose to put on at 10:30 p.m.? Obsession. Why? I don't know. I just really wanted to watch it.
Me, I was sewing and crafting, and I thought that I understood that Christine had already finished it.
No.
And I was like, oh, and she told me, she's like, yeah, I put on Obsession, and like it's like helping me get through my like anxious day. I'm like, oh, really? Really? That is? Well, okay, that's I'm whoa.
It did make me forget everything else I was dealing with, and I was just like watching Obsession. Okay, but I got to a point where I was like, yeah, I can't watch this anymore. It's too dark. Outside, it was too dark, and I couldn't handle anymore. It was like midnight.
What were you texting me? You were texting me. Oh my God, she had gotten to like the night like sleeping scene, and I was like, turn it off. Turn it off right now.
That part was kind of funny because it was just like a creepier Edward Cullen because they made her move weird.
No, it was creepy.
The creepiest part for me in the beginning was when she was like, I was just on MDM, but she's like outside his door. He opens the door and he's talking to her, and she's just like in the pitch black for some reason. Like she's just in darkness as she talks to him. So you can't see her face at all. He's just talking to a black blob. And the scariest part was not knowing what her face looked like, because you were thinking like, is she like a goblin now? You know, like, is she the ring girl? Like, what is it? Why is she in the darkness? And that was part of the genius of the film, was like she was dark so often so you couldn't even see her, and that makes her scarier. But I didn't love this movie. It was mostly like super depressing.
Finish it.
I did yesterday.
Did? Oh
yeah. I didn't love this movie. I felt like they could have done some other stuff that was less predictable.
Can you do your best? No.
I did not like when she started hitting herself with shit. I just like the second he spoke to the other girl, I was like, how can you not see that she's gonna murder her if you even speak to some other girl, you dumb bitch. Like the boy was such a dumb bitch, and when she was like woke up in the night, but like she was asleep, remember that part? She was like, she's asleep, don't wake her up. And she's like, I just need you to unalive me. And he was like, what's so bad about being with me? And I was like, are you kidding me? And she was like, Bear, you were never with me. And he's like, why am I so unlovable? And I was just like, ah. Anyway, I don't know. It was just really depressing for me.
Grace says, and then when I loved it, but I enjoyed the incel horror genre.
Like, I was just depressed watching it. And I know it's an allegory for a lot of different things. And, like, one of them could very much be, like, being in an abusive relationship where you're, like, feel trapped in this persona for this person. Because if you escape, they'll, like, hurt you. And I just didn't like it. And I didn't like how it ended. And I knew everything that was going to happen. And I just, like, it was just depressing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think maybe also, like, because it was so hyped for me before I saw it. That's what happened. What did you think about it? The car scene, Frank, I was like, she's going to be murdered. I was literally like, just waiting for it. Yeah. And I was like, why can't you see this, you dumb bitch?
I mean, I liked it because I feel like I watch a lot of horror films, and I thought it was I think a bit more interesting that it's not like an outside force that's doing this. It was like him who made the wish. So
what a stupidly worded wish.
Well, he's fucking stupid. That's the whole point.
I know, but it's like, has he never read a book?
It doesn't, like, that's the whole point. Is like these men or this guy was so lonely that, like, to only, and then it turned into his absolute worst nightmare because he wanted to control this girl, and then he never let her go free. And anyways,
yeah, I know. I mean, I think that this
I didn't like
concept...
at the end. I didn't love at the end how everyone died. Like, I kind of like, that's what I didn't like about it.
Yeah,
like I wish there was.
I hated thinking about, like, what come next.
Yeah,
at the end. But I think that this was done. This idea was captured in a much more whimsical way that moved me much more by watching the movie with Emma Stone where she was like a Frankenstein. What was that fucking called? Damn it. Poor Things. Thank you, Metal. Poor Things really explored the same sort of idea where, like, you want this...
You have no, like, autonomy over
this.
Your
this
body.
Idea of, like, controlling this really naive person who will do whatever you want, or is so whimsical and, like, so in love with you, but then once you have them, you just, like, suck the life out of them. You don't want them to be that way anymore. Yeah. Yeah, Laura, this is another reason. I knew... Okay, Laura said, loads of men want to blow up a sex doll and not a real woman with autonomy. Hate all the men who have been totally missing the point of the movie and saying online that they think the movie's thesis is woman be cray, when it's actually men are selfish and ruin lives. Literally, this was running through my mind while I was watching it. I was like, so many people are going to misinterpret this because they're stupid. Like, the actual men that it's actually portraying.
I feel like you could say the same thing for the Odyssey.
Well, the Odyssey is a bit of a different thing, but, like, I just feel like I just didn't want people to come away from it being like, women are so obsessed with men. Yeah,
and of course, like, it will be taken that way.
I know. It was just depressing. I was just depressed. I was highlighting all the sad things about society. Anyway, moving on to the Odyssey. We saw the Odyssey! I have, like, an extensive, like, reel that I started editing of us seeing the Odyssey and talking about it afterward, but I never edited it because we were too busy at Comic-Con.
Oh gosh, yeah. But Odyssey is another great example that none of that entire movie wouldn't have happened if it weren't for the patriarchy.
I mean, yes. But it's not exactly, like, completely about that. There's so many different things in that movie.
For sure.
It is about an egotistical male.
multi-egotistical male.
But the film itself was so good.
So good.
So ambitious, and just watching it and knowing that none of it, like so much of it is real, is wild. Like I didn't know about the Cyclops till afterward, that was a 65-foot puppet. Insane. Okay, just the intricacy of all of the set details and everything was just so fucking good. All the practical effects were so good. There's so many extras. Like it just looked so real. Like this is the Odyssey now. This will be the Odyssey for generations to come.
Yeah. It was just like, it's so cool. Like how grand the scope of the film is, and like how much went into it. We all knew it was going to be great, and like I think it over-delivered. Yeah, which is what you want from a Nolan film, because you have high expectations already. Like the scene with them on the boat during the storm, the lightning storm, like hurt me. I couldn't look at it because like I felt like I was in the storm and I was being blinded. Like, I was like, what's happening? I covered my eyes. I can't handle it. Like, can you imagine being on that boat? And he didn't do this on a set. He did it on water. Yeah. And
in a boat.
Beautiful boats, too, with thousands on the beach of extras.
Yes. Crazy. And like they all talked about how hard it was, and it's because they're literally living it basically. And I think for me the standout in the film was Robert Pattinson and of course Anne Hathaway. But those two, Rob was so good at it.
Rob was,
and
so
I just
good.
kept giggling.
Hated him.
What?
Hated him.
I just kept giggling because I was like, he's being so ridiculous. He was having so much fun. Yes, Metal. Like, you could tell Rob was having a great time being this character. And that's, like, how he acts in most movies. Like, he just really leans in, and you could tell that he's having a ball. And, like, there's this meme of him, the beggars meme, that's going around. Like, get these beggars out of here!
I still think my favorite like sequence was seeing inside the Trojan horse.
It was, that was so cool because that's what we all want to see and we never get to. It was also like such a different story than I imagined when I imagined the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
I've never seen them like drag the horse in.
I think because we hear these stories and we don't think about how difficult things were and how many lives were lost.
Yes.
In this, and like we just kind of hear the like
the abridged version.
Yeah, and it's just kind of just like tickling the surface of like actually like the nitty gritty of the story, and that's kind of what I feel like Christopher Nolan did. It was like really take us and like brought us into it.
He really
and, like,
dug his claws into
yeah.
it. Yeah. Built it out. Because don't you always imagine when you heard the story like in school, like them pulling a rope with a horse on wheels into the city? That's what I was pictured. This horse was so different than what I pictured. It was like up, doing that thing when people fall off its back. I don't know what it's called.
Bucking.
But what'd you say?
Is it like
bucking?
bucking?
I don't know. Yeah, he's like up with his paws up, his feet,
Hooves.
And like the men are all piled on top of each other and drowning. It was crazy. And they came out like later. I just didn't picture any of this, so it's so cool to watch it play out.
Well,
did you guys see? Oh, so go ahead.
Oh, sorry. And then like the way that they had to wheel the horse into the city was
like they weren't even wheeling it. They were just
it was just like
it.
pushing it on like dowels.
Yeah. Laura says, "Did you see the guys who built a Trojan horse to sneak into their friends into the theater?" Yes, I did. That video was very funny.
I didn't see that. I need
It's a viral video. I thought this was partnered with AMC or something, but it's just like a guy who did it, and it was so clever. He was dressed as like Odysseus, and he was pulling like a little horse made out of a homemade horse with two of his friends inside. He bought one ticket, and then he went through the thing. And the guys were like, we did it. And then it falls over, and the guys fall out.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so it wasn't like a paid thing? Like they just did it out of fun?
It was just for fun, and it was so funny. I was like, I love this.
That's fun.
Yeah. I was like, I wish I did that first. That was funny.
Yeah. So did everyone get to see the Odyssey so far? Are you going to see it? Like I feel like it's so important to see this movie in the theaters. Like I really do. We didn't see it in IMAX.
Nolan intended.
We did not see it in IMAX. We saw it in the regular theater, and it was just as good.
It was still huge.
Yeah.
It was still a very big screen.
Oh. Metal says simultaneously loved and hated the
pig scene. Yeah. It was like giving you the ick, but in a good way.
Yeah.
But, okay. I didn't get to talk about how I just thought it was so funny. I just kept seeing, it's impossible not to see other stories and films in your head while you're watching this that were ultimately inspired by the Odyssey, And because we're not as familiar with the Odyssey, we just hook it to the film that was inspired by the Odyssey. Like there's a lot of like piratey things that we're seeing in this. And then there's Calypso is basically Rachel McAdams in Send Help. She's literally her. And I just kept being like, oh my God, she's Send Helping him. He's there for 7 years and he doesn't know. It's like, you have everything you want right here. We're happy here. Yeah, and there's so many memes about Percy Jackson. And like the first one I saw, like the day before it came out, was a girl just being like the movie was good, but like I can't believe they're getting away with just like ripping off Percy Jackson. And there's so many people in the comments that were so rage baited by this and didn't understand it was a fucking joke.
And you would have an Odyssey.
Like, hey, the Percy Jackson is based off of the Odyssey. Oh my God. And then it became a meme because many people were doing it. The same way Shakespeare ripped off Taylor Swift's love story. Oh my God.
All of a sudden, everyone is an Odyssey expert.
Literally. Like, you haven't read the Odyssey? Like, yes, I read it when I was 14. Do you remember everything you read when you're 14?
I know. My aunt was just saying, because my aunt's a English teacher, and she's like, ugh, I hated the Odyssey. I'm like, I actually kind of liked it. Maybe it's because, like, it's rooted in my heritage, which is the Greek people.
It's also like really important your teacher.
Yes,
like,
I was saying to her, I'm like, my teacher like really like performed that story.
You have a good teacher, you're gonna love the books you read with them. You have a shitty one, you're not gonna really understand the books because you're so young. You don't get the depth that you can when you have a good teacher to explain it. Laura said, never send an Odysseus to do a Percy Jackson's job. Yeah, Odysseus was classic fucking annoying ass Gryffindor vibe. Like, he's just like, he had to just kick the bear one more time. Every time. Just because he needed to have the last laugh. And then guess what? He never did.
Okay, what is the main guy who like starts the war? It's not Archimedes. It's
Armageddon. Agamemnon. I was like, Armageddon is
his helmet was so fucking
big.
Cool. Oh
so
my
big.
God.
It was cool. It had like a spine down the back.
Mm-hmm. You know, Alex has a Spartan helmet. I want to go get it.
Aaron, he was literally aura farming the whole movie.
He's so cool.
He was, but also I didn't like him that much. I'm glad he I feel like his story was just kind of brushed over because I guess it's in Troy. Like, did Paris and Helen murder him? Or Paris and his sister, Helen's sister, murder him?
His wife,
his wife murdered him, but
was
like
Helena's twin.
Helena's twin. I can't remember what happened there.
Oh well, she welcomed him in back as like a warrior, and like bathed him in oil. And meanwhile, because he sacrificed their daughter to the gods.
Okay,
and
it's coming back to me.
Yeah, she had been plotting for years with her lover to kill him.
Yeah, no shit. You murdered her daughter, bitch. Mm-hmm. I hate watching that storyline. It is seared into my mind watching that on Game of Thrones. I hated it so much. I could never forgive that man for listening to the fucking fire god and sacrificing his fucking beautiful daughter.
Oh, yeah. Blech.
Yeah, when they mentioned that, so this story was like kind of brushed, like you already knew it. Like they mentioned that he sacrificed his daughter at the start when they were talking about sacrifices to have a good trip back. And I didn't put two and two together because it was like in different sections of the film where that was mentioned, and then how his wife killed him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, God. But yeah, a lot of like very intense scenes and very well done. My favorite part, I think, was the end. Like once we got Tom Holland reunited with Daddy when he saw the dog, how he reacted to him. And he was like, "You're Odysseus." Ugh, everything from then on, I was like, fuck yeah. Like, that fight scene was so good and so funny with Rob being like, go get him!
Okay,
go get him!
Also, so annoying when, like, Tom goes to, like, stop the guy in the other put room. The weapons. That felt so dumb to me. They're like, oh, we're going to put the weapons away, and they just put it upstairs.
Like, right over it.
Oh, my God. And then he's, like, trying to stop him the whole time. I'm like, that was a little bit frustrating for me.
Well, I just think he's just not as good at fighting.
I know, because his dad's
that guy up there. At least he was up there. Mm-hmm. At least he was helping because he couldn't fight. That was like the rule. He would be exiled. So he had to fight privately up there where people wouldn't see him.
Yeah, I really liked Tom's outfits too. His little prince look when he came back was nice.
I had a hard time with Tom as this character. Like, not that he wasn't doing a good job, but I just like very strongly see him as Spider-Man right now.
Yeah, I think because also with like the American accent.
Yeah, because he had the American accent.
Just really like, he's so filled with joy, I feel. And
yes, it was weird to see him be like so solemn and serious. Mm-hmm. I feel like Temecula was a Peter Parker variant, Aaron says. Yeah, what are Spider-Man and MJ doing here? That was also like mind fucking me while I was like sitting there knowing that Spider-Man was going to come out next week. And I was watching both of them in this major movie a week before.
Also, like, John Bernthal is in both films too. There's three actors.
Wait, did you watch the Hot Ones?
I did watch the Hot Ones.
I watched it last night.
They're so fun. I watched it last night. They're so fun together.
I love that story he told about him going out to dinner and not talking. So, like, they tell this story. If you haven't watched the Hot Ones, you should go watch it. Pause me if you really want to watch it. But they're in a movie together where John Bernthal is mute, so he can't talk, and he's gone full method, and he's just not talking
for like
through
2 weeks.
All of filming. No, like it had been 2 weeks, but his plan was to not talk through all of filming. So he's out to dinner with Tom, and Tom is like being his communicator to the waiter. And he had a pen and paper and was writing like, can you ask them for some lemon for my salmon? And Tom asks for some lemon for his salmon, but they like mishear him and come back and drop a lemon in his water. And he's like, fuck it, I'm talking. That's enough.
Oh,
He gives like a relative of mine. Like he just feels so Italian. The Like
he's so always loud and overbearing.
Yes, it's very Italian to me. That's why he's on The Bear.
Yeah.
He's perfect for that character. So it was very fun, and just like it was mostly them talking the whole time, and every once in a while the host would talk. Okay, we're gonna move into our main discussion, talk about Comic-Con. So if you're a patron, but first we have to thank you for supporting the pod. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you being a part of the podcast, our podcast family. And if you don't know, our podcast is sponsored by viewers and listeners like you. Like, we don't have sponsors. So if you love the podcast, please consider becoming a part of our Patreon, because you literally enable us to do the show. Without you, we couldn't. And we'd love to have you as part of that community. And if you don't know, it's patreon.com/thoseforkingfangirls. We do an extra show every single week, if you don't know. And it's really fun. It's at least half an hour. And we're telling like anecdotes about things going on in our lives, lots of funny stories. And you're missing out if you're not part of the Patreon. And that's available at our first tier, Team Jacob. So if you subscribe there, you get our backlog of Fangirl Tea Times all the way back to episode 120. We're on episode 172. That's a fuckload. and
50.
And on our Patreon, like, there's a timestamp where every Fangirl Tea Time starts. So if you wanted to binge those, it's very easy. You just click the timestamp on those episodes and you go right into Fangirl Tea Time. So that's at the $7 level, which is Team Jacob. And then there's 2 other levels with lots of other perks. Check it out, patreon.com/thoseforkingfangirls. And if you can't afford to support us in that way, we completely understand. And we'd love to have you support the show in really easy ways, like subscribing to our youtube.com/@thoseforkingfangirls if you like to watch the show. So you get the show delivered to you every week when an episode goes up. Or following us for free on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, wherever you like to listen, you can follow. It's free. And that way, like, the show gets to you and it helps us out in that, like, we don't have to worry about marketing it as much because it's going to you. And telling people about the podcast. Just like tell anybody, mention it in conversation if you enjoyed it. Word of mouth is so important and we don't talk about it enough.
Yeah. Share with a friend.
Share with a friend. We really appreciate everything that you do to help us keep the show up and running. So thank you very, very much. If you're a patron, we're going right into the main discussion because patrons get the show ad free. If not, we'll see you right after these messages. And we're back, and we're talking about Comic-Con. All right. So, last Wednesday, we'll get to that, Laura. We'll get to DJK Jamie Campbell Bower. So last Wednesday is when we took off for Comic-Con, and it was a very chaotic day because we had tickets to go see Christina Lauren.
Oh, yes.
Off campus. I mean, like, off of the Comic-Con area. So we got there, like, just in time to maybe get our passes and go see Christina Lauren. What do you remember from Wednesday, Natasha?
Well, we were staying at the Hard Rock Hotel for one night only.
Well, no, we were coming back. So we had a situation where we could stay at the Hard Rock for one night, and then we had booked an Airbnb for 2 nights, and then we were going back to the Hard Rock. So we were going to be bouncing around.
Yes. So, I mean, I remember we like checked in, and then Christine did a whole changeroo, and then I'm like, do you think we can go into the convention and get our badges, come back, get the car from valet, and then drive to the Christina Lauren panel?
And we had to be there a little early because we were going to go say hi to Christina Lauren beforehand, and talk to them for a little bit. And so we ended up rolling the dice.
Yeah, it was, we kind of did the impossible. Like, we walked over, lots of foot traffic, always. I think everyone needs to remember, like, Comic-Con, it looks like, like I want to be where the people are. However, it is I always say this, it is one of the most overwhelming, exhausting conventions you could ever do. Not only is it overwhelming when you get there, all the if you're going and if you're buying tickets, like it is a huge commitment to like be there when the dates happen and
have housing
like if you don't have a hotel, like the parking situation is horrific.
Horrible.
There is no parking.
Everything's very expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I bought a $750 water, a water for $750 at the convention center, and I was like, "What is this?"
So it was just. It always is a lot, and so, anyways. There's a lot of foot traffic. And not only is it the convention center, it is the entirety of downtown San Diego.
Is traffic with just humans. You're just walking in a mob.
And they have like the whole street blocked. So like also like any driving traffic, forget about it.
It's just everything's slow moving. You have to give yourself lots of time. So that's why this was a big risk. We had an hour before we had to be there. And we were like, okay, let's just do it. And yeah, we were like, okay, let's just do it. And so we go over there and we're in like the foot traffic the whole way. But we found a door where they were opening up to let people in and made our way to the front. And because we had industry badges, we then were able to like join a line, which was going to take half an hour after we finally got there. And that was going to make us late. We were going to have to leave. But a lady was like, come here if you're only picking up one badge per person. And we like started a new line and it was great.
Yeah, we got in and out within like 20 minutes when it was probably going to take us over an hour.
Yeah. So we got lucky. And then we went to the Christina Lauren event and it was like a huge event. So many chairs, and Julie Soto was there, and Susan Lee was there, and Allie Hazel was supposed to be there, but she wasn't, so maybe she was sick or was worn out or something from the other tour stops. But we got to talk to Christina Lauren, and it was great, as usual, super sweet. They were dressed really cute. It was their last tour stop, and we sat down in the way back of this giant room that they did the event in. And they started playing this game that was like basically heads up. And Susan Lee would hold up a piece of paper with the name of something on it. And literally, we were so far away, we couldn't read it. So like we had to zoom in on my camera.
On her phone.
On my phone to see what each one said. And one of them, we had been talking about Titanic in the back room with Christina Lauren, right? And I think Susan was writing the heads up things while we were back there because she held up one that said Titanic and they could not get it. So I stood up and I was like, Natasha, do the pose with me. And I was like, look at us.
In the wee back.
It took them forever to realize we were doing it. And then they were like, oh, is it Titanic? It was fun, though.
But it was funny because, like, people were like, do you guys have, like, x-ray vision? Like, how are you reading it? And Christine's like, I'm on my phone zooming.
I was like, via phone. Yes, they were like, do you guys have binoculars? I was like, no, I have a phone. That was our conversation with the people around us. And then they would be like, what does the next one say? And I'd be like, it's Zendaya, it's Zendaya, it's Zendaya. But then they did trivia, and like, I love trivia.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I can't help participating. I'm a really good listener so that I can answer questions later. And so they asked a question about what they were wearing when they met, because they told the story how they met back at the beginning of the panel. And I, of course, raised my hand. And Susan Lee called on me, was not expecting her to, because she knew it was us. Like, we had just seen her. And I got it right. And I won like a little journal that had the alternate cover of the necromantic / romance revival on it. I had to like run a mile to get to the front of the room to pick it up. I like skipped to the front of the room to get it. I was like, really proud of myself, though. I won something.
Yeah.
Anyway, what happened next?
Well, we were starving.
We were starving, so we got food.
Mm-hmm. And then we went to the movie theater. We saw the Odyssey at 9:45 at night.
It didn't start till 10:20.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, it's been 40 minutes of previews.
Yeah, we didn't get out of the theater until 1.
Yeah, it was exactly 1 a.m.
Yep.
So it was a really late experience. All I wanted was water at this point because I just chugged a milkshake and I was like, can I have a cup for water? And they gave me this dinky ass cup that didn't even have a top. They purposefully don't make tops that fit on their water cups so that you have to buy a big cup to have a big cup or a water bottle to have a water with a top.
Okay.
It barely sat over the cup holder. Like the ledge of the cup was right over the cup holder ledge. I was like, ew, it's touching it. Disgusting.
Well, note to future self, just you gotta buy a water bottle or something.
You have to bring a water bottle and fill it up with water. I didn't spill it, Frank, because I didn't touch it again. I was really thirsty during the movie at one point, and I was like, do I take a sip? Do I take a sip? And I took a little sip, and then I was like, no more sips. This is disgusting.
Oh, my God. Okay, so we made it back to the hotel, obviously went to bed. It was so hot at Comic-Con this year. It wasn't that hot. It was humid.
It wasn't that hot, yeah.
It was humid, so it made everything hotter. And when we got back, I left my fan in my car. I had to, when we got down the next morning, I had to make the valet people go and specifically get my little fan.
You were like, the fan is in the cup holder. Can you go get it?
I was like, I don't need my car. I just need the fan. Thank you.
So the next day Natasha was Raven from Teen Titans.
This is
and
the
that
only
was
cosplay
Robin.
that I made.
Yes, because originally we were doing like a big DC day, but then it changed.
Yeah, so I had a whole wig situation. I made like the belt, and I 2 days in a row I just wore tights, and that was it, and no shorts, which is like so uncomfortable for me because I'm always wearing shorts because of chafing reasons. But I didn't really get that chafe, so that was nice. But I bought these tights. We both have the same tights, the Dan Skin ones, and they're like these dance shimmery tights, and those were awesome. Like highly recommend.
Dance tights are the best tights because they don't rip.
Yeah. But it was a hot cosplay, not just steamy, but hot. And then I had this cape that was a choker, and it was essentially choking me all day long.
Capes literally end up just choking you. You can't wear them like capes without being super uncomfortable.
I know. I wore 2 capes.
Me too. Wait, did I have 2 capes?
Wait, no, you.
Oh no, I had those other things around my neck that were bothering me.
Yeah.
The headphones.
I know. I was like that morning. I was like, oh my God, what is this like indentation right here? And it was from the cosplay, like a big red.
Oh yeah, from that choker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me talk about my Robin costume.
Please.
So the day before, I try on my Robin costume, and it's these green tights, and I just look like the Grinch me and a Keebler elf rolled into one. And I like FaceTime Natasha, and I was like, what do I do? I don't look like Robin. And she was like, you have to wait. When you have all the things together, it'll look like Robin. I was like, okay. So anyway, Robin's outfit is stupid. It has every color under the fucking sun.
It is a very interesting outfit, that's for sure.
I don't know what they were thinking when they designed him. Like, he needs a stylist stat. But it's so crazy. I've never worn a costume that more people were like excited about as I was walking down the street.
I know. She got so many people were like, oh, so cute. Oh my God,
Robin,
love
Robin. When I went down to get food in the morning because Natasha was still getting ready and I was starving, and the thought process was human Christmas tree. It literally, I felt like a Christmas tree. I was like, I'm a Christmas elf. The Keebler elf commented on my Robin Instagram picture.
And they did?
Yes.
Did you tag them?
No, I just wrote that I look like a combination of like the Keebler elf and something else. And they were like, the Keebler elf would be proud. Or Keebler, whatever the fuck the elf's name is. But anyway, I went down the street alone to get matcha and food because I was starving. And I got so many people being like, can I take a picture with you, Robin? And I was like, oh my God. And then I was like rushing because I was like that shaky hungry. And I tripped over a lady's stroller and she was so mean to me. I've told this story so many times now. But I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she was like, are you though? Are you? And I was like, yeah, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trip over your stroller. And like, granted, also, I'm in a mob. This is just a mob of people walking up and down the street. Anyway, so the whole time I was like thinking about that. And I was like, she talked to me like I was an asshole. Like, yes, I'm sorry. What did I do? I just tripped. I'm human. Anyway. And yeah, that was the morning. And then after that, we went to go take pictures.
I gotta talk about this one thing though.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh my God. Okay, so Christine and I, we don't go to the convention, and that whole point of like getting our passes beforehand was so that we didn't have to wait in line in the morning to go to the convention. We went, which I'm still glad we did that because we actually got that done with. But we went straight to the hotel that's like down the way from the convention.
Because we were meeting Natalie there, right?
We were meeting Natalie there, and we were going to take like some photos because we were doing like DC stuff. And we get there, and immediately as we walk upstairs, because they were having the like Her Universe fashion show upstairs that we weren't attending, but it was DC themed, so like it was like they had like perfectly had all of these like backdrops and stuff for people to take photos, so it was like wonderful. Immediately as we get up there though, we just hear this cling clang on the floor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And it's one of Christine's metal buttons on her dress.
Yeah, so this dress, I got it the last second because I was doing Supergirl and I needed a trench coat because that's why I wanted to do the outfit, her trench coat. And I had gone through 2 other trench coats from Amazon that did not work out and I had to return. And I was looking on fucking Fashion Nova and they had one and it was BOGO. Like you buy one and you can get a jacket or a dress for free. So I got that dress for free. And of course, I've worn it for like 45 minutes and a button comes off.
And like, it's not just like a dumb button on your sleeve. She's got the like the double.
It's part of the dress.
Yeah.
Like the double breasted buttons down the front.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, we can get this button. Like, I'm like, we cannot let you just walk around without one button off. And I'm like, when I go to these conventions, I bring like a whole fucking sewing kit because something is going to break and I need to be prepared. And I was not prepared as we left the our hotel room. And so I'm like, okay, so I look at it and it's like, luckily like there's like a long enough string where like possibly we could get our little fingers around and like make
it was
a
like
knot.
very difficult though.
It was like an inch and a half of slack. That's all we had. And I'm like, okay. So I tried for a bit to like...
Yeah, so Natasha sits down and I'm just like standing really close in front of her because it's like at like my belly button level. and like, I'm just like, how can I help?
And I'm like, hold this. And then I tried like, I don't know, so many times. You just get so fucking frustrated as you're like...
it gets frayed and it won't go through. And you have to knot it. So like it was very impossible, and it ended up being like, okay, if she gets it through, I can probably knot it from my angle, like standing above it.
And so I'm sitting there in like my full black leather outfit, and I'm like, okay, what in my purse can I use to help? Because I'm not letting her take photos with this no button situation. And in my bag, I had one bobby pin and I had eyelash glue. And so I was like, if I can glue the thread to the bobby pin and then somehow feed that through like a needle, then possibly I could make this work. And guess what? It worked.
It worked after some struggle, bus.
Some struggle. It took like 2 times.
15 minutes of struggle, but we got it.
I'm just like, wow. Women in STEM. I told Taya, I'm like, yeah, Christine's button fell off when I got it back on with a bobby pin and eyelash glue.
And then she like put a little eyelash glue on all the other knots on the buttons so that they wouldn't come off. It's like
such a pet peeve of mine being like a seamstress, like seeing how people adhere stuff. And I know it's fashion, but it's like there was literally like one stitch. It was one stitch how that button was held on. And also that happened to my aunt at the wedding. Like she bought this very expensive dress and these like little straps, and one of the straps broke because it was put on by 2 stitches.
So annoying. Yeah, she MacGyvered it for sure. But like they had all these amazing backdrops up there for DC, so it was perfect, and like especially perfect for Robin because there was so much Batman shit.
Oh, that happened to your wedding dress?
Laura, that happened at your wedding?
Oh, that shit is so annoying.
That sucks.
Yeah, so they have all these like really great backgrounds. Now what?
I mean, then Natalie joined us and we did some videos. We did poses for trios, which I was going to post on my second Instagram today. I'm so annoyed. So we did this really fun poses for trios and we did like all these stupid poses, and I like spent all this time trying to edit it while we were at lunch so I could put something up with our outfits. And I did it on stupid CapCut, which I just started using because I usually use InShot, but they have better fonts on CapCut. And CapCut just auto adds, if you don't delete it, a little CapCut thing at the end. And like I posted it without even looking at it, and I was so embarrassed that there was a CapCut thing at the end of my video. I took it down, like feeling like so hot and sticky, like filled with shame. I hated it.
We were pretty good about like getting like our videos up, because usually I get really tired and I don't do that stuff.
Dude, I was like just posting stuff at 1:30 a.m.
I know.
Not an exaggeration.
We just stopped caring.
And it was just like, that's kind of what you have to do with these things if you want to post on time.
Yeah, exactly. I know, like watching how much Taya was posting, I was like, whoa, oh.
Literally, like once an hour.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like everyone that was there that is like a, you know, like a full-time influencer person was just posting like every second of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
I still
mind you,
post,
it's
like,
one person behind that stuff. Like if you think of all the press stuff, there are teams behind people getting up the press
they're just
interviews.
like constantly editing and shooting.
Yeah.
And it's I have a picture in front of the Percy Jackson thing that I wanted to post alone because I just wanted to write something about how I'm still going to do it, about how there's a TV show that they made about my husband when he was a kid that you should watch. Season 3 is coming out in November.
That's funny.
But anyway, then after our pictures, we went back to change before parties because I was not going to parties as Robin because I was fed up.
I mean, we did do other things in between.
What did we do?
We had lunch dinner.
Yeah, while I was editing.
Yeah, and I had like a partnership I had to edit. And then the Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks social media guy.
Oh yeah. Okay, tell the beginning of this.
The Anaheim Ducks social media guy texted me and he's like, Are you at Comic-Con right now? And I said, why? I said, yes, why? And he's like, oh, Wow Wing, which is their mascot.
Wait, don't tell them yet.
Oh, well, I just said it.
Okay. Well, Natasha tells me that blah blah is here from the Ducks and he's signing, and that she wants to go. And I'm like thinking that she's gonna go meet like a Ducks player, and like so we go to the
show floor. We're walking in from the in our full cosplays. It's very hot. It was a little bit of a trek from the hotel to the convention center. And I made it over there, and I got my little poster sign, saw the social media guy. I was excited to see him.
Yeah, no, okay, so it ends up like it's the mascot that she was going to see.
The mascot is iconic.
I know, people love their fucking mascots. I was just so confused. I was like, what do you mean, the duck?
Listen, I am a Ducks fangirl now, so I'm going to these things and I'm going to show up and I'm going to post because I want to go to all the Ducks games in the next season. This social media guy. Oh, well, yeah, the Philadelphia Flyers. You guys have a fucking weird-ass mascot.
Anyway, so how was your experience with the duck?
It was great. I saw Wild Wing.
Did you talk?
Got a little signature. He wasn't taking pictures.
He wasn't taking pictures? That's literally what he does. He's a mascot.
I know. I wasn't taking. He was just signing. He was sitting down signing.
That's so stupid. Anyone could be him.
I know. Sorry, I did not mean to shade Gritty. I'm so sorry.
What a fucking diva that this duck wasn't taking pictures. I was wondering why you didn't show me a picture. She just had a signed poster.
I know. I thought the social media guy was going to like get me to like take a picture with him, but he didn't work his magic.
Said the concept of a mascot not taking photos is just killing me. Like,
he was just signing stuff like he was like a Disney character.
Who do you think you are, Duck? You're not
Christine,
Beyonce.
wait. Okay, Frank says make Christine look up Gritty. Christine, you gotta look up Gritty from the Philadelphia Flyers. You're gonna die.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, I've seen this guy. He was on Abbott Elementary. Yeah, he's weird.
Anyways, so just popped in to see Wild Wing, and then we left. Anyways, yeah. So Alex keeps. Oh, and I worked a deal for my brother. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what I did. So Alex was there. Okay, so this is Alex's first Comic-Con where he's
with the pass,
like his own pass. Usually he goes in with mine when I don't want to go anymore, and so he's there with work, and he's there all the days. So he didn't come down with us Wednesday. He came in Thursday morning. And he's on the phone with me. He's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, we're leaving the con floor. Where are you?" He's like, "Oh, I already left the con floor. I was too tired. I'm going to go set up for the party." I said, wait. What party? And he's like, the party for my job. And I'm like, "Okay, am I invited?" He's like, "Oh, I mean, I didn't think you wanted to go." "Why wouldn't I want to go?" He's like, "Well, yeah, Taya and Francis are going to be..." I'm like, "Exactly. Why would I want to go? Two of my best friends are going. Why wouldn't I want to go?" And I'm like, "Get me and Christine on the list. Okay, bye."
So we go home and do a quick change before this party. We're literally basically like just bounding as who we were already. Yep. Oh, I didn't talk about my mask, but the mask for Robin was so stupid. It kept riding up my face so that the bottom of it was cutting through my eye line.
She was like literally like,
I can't see.
She was like all bending her body to like look at things differently.
I had to cut the mask just to make it look like Robin because it didn't look like him at all. And it was stupid. So I was like, I cannot go another minute with this fucking mask on my face. I need to fit. And also I had this white makeup because if you look at Teen Titan Robin, he's just like, his eyes are white blobs because like it's part of the mask. So
I was like very confused as she was getting ready. I'm like, why is there white on your eyebrow? It's all over.
Have you never seen the cartoon version of the person?
I didn't. You've obviously been studying the Robin photos, just how I was studying the Raven photos.
Yeah,
I did not take into account how his eyes were white.
Okay, so it looks really scary when I up my mask because I'm just like white across. my eye line and my eyebrows. I was like, I can't go to a party like this. I can't meet new people like this. So we did a quick change, and Natasha was wearing like purple still and black, and I was wearing the red dress still, just with like not Robin shit on it. And took off my stupid fucking green tights. And we went to Alex's party, and it was so nice.
It was so nice.
Yeah. It was on a rooftop.
Yeah, we walked in, and I was like, gotta find Alex. Where is he? Haven't seen him. And Alex was like a fully different person.
He was just like on, he was like talking to everybody. He was like really energetic.
Taya got there, and she's sitting next to me, and obviously, like, Christine and Taya know Alex really well. And Taya's like, who is this man? I'm like, I don't know.
I was like, look at Alex go.
And he's like, I gotta keep going. I am wheeling and dealing over here. He's like, and that person is that person, this person. And like, usually he comes with me to parties, and he doesn't really know people. So he's always like the mute plus one. But this time, he was all like, gotta talk to this. He was like, talkie. But they had this whole panel of like these open comic book panels, and Alex like, go draw something, go up there and draw something. Meanwhile, at this time, there's this whole panel of these open page
it's
posters.
this whole wall of,
yes,
like comic book but empty.
But Alex has now informed me that there are real comic book artists who are drawing in the panels.
Yeah, but it's open for everyone to draw on the panels.
Well,
not enough people were drawing on the panels.
Because everyone felt intimidated because there was real artists.
Guess who did it? Me! If there's a game, I want to participate. And I was like, I'm going to go draw on one of the panels. So I started drawing SpongeBob. And in black and white. And literally like 3 feet away from me, there was like a really good artist doing the Hulk. And on my other side, there was like a guy doing Spider-Man really good. And when I said that, I was like, wow, look at these artists next to me. He was like, I'm not an artist. I was like, psh, shut up. Shut up. Look at your fucking Spider-Man. But anyway, I did my SpongeBob, and it was going really well until I went to do the nose because I haven't practiced in a while. FYI, during my school years on my binders, I was so cool. I used to carry around a bag of colored Sharpies with all the colors in it to all my classes. And while the teachers were talking, I would doodle with my markers on my binders or in my binders. With all the different colors, because I'm one of those people that like doodling helps me listen when it's long term. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I learned how to draw Patrick and SpongeBob during that time, and I would practice all the time. But it's been a long time since I was in high school, so I forgot my technique for the nose because it was the hardest part.
She also was like slightly refusing to put color onto.
I wasn't refusing. There were like 5 men around the bucket of markers. So I was afraid to like squish in between them to get the colors.
I went. I squished with my larger body.
I was just like, I don't want to like go near these men. But yeah, so once I finished SpongeBob and he was looking like pretty stupid next to all the good art, Natasha came with a bunch of colors and started like filling them out and doing some detailing to make it better.
I was like, was this all a way to get me to
No, and then I wanted
draw?
to do another panel. I should have, because like half the wall was just blank because people are embarrassed of everything. And I didn't, but I should have done another panel for Patrick and Squidward.
Yeah, but they had food at this party, so we went and got foods.
Oh, yeah. So they had really good little sliders, but they had this whole big charcuterie board with like a rows of salami in the middle. And we got there before Taya, and Taya goes to get food, and she comes back with like a plate of charcuterie in the middle is the whole rows from the charcuterie board.
You just take like a few.
She was like, I'm really hungry. I was like, no, take it. You had a really busy day. It was very funny.
And then we had another party to go to.
Oh yeah, I met a lot of cool people from Alex's work and follow them on Instagram.
Yeah, I also finally got to meet the people that Alex works with on the daily. So
yeah.
No, unfortunately, they were all married.
Everyone was married. And like, it was so annoying to me that like I talked to like a dude for 5 seconds and he mentioned his wife and I'm like, I'm not hitting on you. But like, I feel like it was such a purposeful wife mention. And I got like really self-conscious. I was like, we were
good
just
for
talking.
him. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, good for him. But it made me feel like he thought I was hitting on him when I said 2 words.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we walked over to the Green Lantern party.
Anyway, so we walked over to the Green Lantern party, and like the first thing you do when you get in there, they like open. This was like that scene in Sweet Home Alabama where he's like, "Which ring do you want?" And they open the entire Tiffany store. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Didn't it feel like that? Like
Kinda
a lady
did,
puts a thing of rings in front of us and opens it up. She's like, "Pick your size."
There was like a whole box of just like these big Green Lantern rings.
Yeah, they were nice rings. It was like a class fucking ring. It was like heavy and like nice. And
I got the largest size.
And I got the smallest size. Both ends of the spectrum.
I ended up giving mine to Alex since he didn't get to go to the party and he likes that stuff more. So
I want my ring. My neighbor DM'd me and was like, "What a cool ring." I was like, "I know."
What the party was cool. So like the Green Lanterns party was like an activation that you could go to during the day. So they had all these little activations, but they weren't live at night.
Okay,
so
I'm upset because they had one that you could like drop into a foam pit and it was hyped up and then it was closed. I was gonna drop into the foam pit.
In your dress.
Yes, I was wearing shorts.
Yes.
Who do you think I am?
Christine's first when she heard about the foam pit, she was like, "Ew, germs."
It's because they said ball pit. And ball pit gives kids peeing. That's all I think about when I see ball pit. But when they said it was foam, I was like, "Oh, it's like gymnastics. Let me add it."
But what did we do there?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So they had this like fake bar with an actor and you went down into it. He's like, "Welcome to Nebraska. How'd you guys get here?" And I was like, "We portaled here." And they're doing a Green Lantern show on HBO called Lanterns. So like it might be really good because it's HBO. And yeah, so we did that actor experience where we like talked to him like we were new in town and aliens had just gone there. And then we went upstairs and there was a shooting range with like Nerf guns and these apple targets. I don't know if you saw, I posted a video of me doing it on my story, but like I felt so cool doing that game. I felt like I was in The Walking Dead. And I was like, I could stay here and do this forever. You had to really like cock this gun and it was hard. And
it was
like
hard.
Once you learned how to aim and shoot, it was like, "Oh, I'm good at this. Like, let me have this for an hour and I'll be an expert."
My bicep that was cocking the gun was sore the next day.
This is what I've been training for my weights for the last 2 years, to cock that gun. Like, I was able to do it without soreness, and I'm impressed. No, Frank, I didn't do it for an hour, but no one was doing it. Like, it was an empty station. There were some men there, but like then no one was there. And we were like, "Let's try it." And the guy who was teaching us how to do it was so nice. See, and then that guy had talked about his wife in like a nice way where it entered conversation very naturally.
Yes, and how she reads all the same books that we read.
And we're like, "Oh my God." And we were talking about how I'm an author and he should get her my book.
And that was kind of like the end of the party.
Okay, Frank just said pitching your book at a party never changed. It's not that I'm pitching my book. It's like that they're like, what do you do?
Organically.
Yeah. He was like, what do you do? And I'm an author. He's like, oh, what do you write? My wife reads. And like, that's why I was like, oh, I wrote this, blah, blah, blah. And then it comes up very naturally. I'm not like, look at me. Here's my book.
Yeah. And then usually I go like, and she is a New York Times like author.
It really changes people's opinions all of a sudden when you hear New York Times bestselling. I just put it back in my fucking bio because I realized my bio wasn't like clear that I did anything because it just said, I was like, I wonder if people are going to my bio and thinking I'm saying that I'm 30, flirty, and forever alone because that's the first thing you read. It doesn't say out now. It just says 30, flirty, and forever alone.
Oh.
I was like, oh, this needs to be edited. But anyway, Jenny said, y'all gonna do some archery with Chloe? We live too far away to do archery with Chloe because if she lived close to me, I would join her for that.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So the next day is Lord of the Rings. And this day I had to get up and be like, okay, let's order our breakfast and I'll go get it before I get at all dressed because my outfit is basically naked.
Yeah, so we had decided about, I feel like a month prior that we were going to do Frodo and Gollum.
No, it was the Patreon. That was like, we were like, what are ideas? And one of them was like, what if you're Gollum? And I was like, you know what? We could do that. And you're like, yeah, I'll be Frodo. And then it spiraled from there. So thank you, Patreon.
Yes. And got, all the girls involved. So we were going to do like a big Lord of the Rings group because Rings of Power was going to be at Comic-Con. So anyways, it was going to be Rings of Power Day. There was a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff, Tolkien stuff, like all over the con. We're like, perfect. This is the time to do it. So the plan was Christine Gollum, me Frodo, Taylor Ring, Natalie Sauron, Chloe Gandalf.
Mm-hmm. And
we were going to the Amazon Prime IGN party that evening.
Yes. And it was Rings of Power themed. So
yes.
It all tied together. It all tied together very nicely. So wait, I haven't sent you those videos for the videos that you did.
There was a lot of things you did not send me.
Because you fell asleep. You fell asleep while I was doing it. So I'll put them in like a folder maybe.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even realize it was Chloe as Gandalf.
When you couldn't see her body, it was just like an old man's face over her shoulder because it was just a beard. Like you could barely see her eyes and her lips.
Okay, so you went and got us breakfast.
Oh yeah, and came back and I started like doing my like get ready with Gollum while
Which
Natasha
I very much appreciated.
What?
I very much appreciate that you went and got breakfast. That was nice.
No problem. I was not expecting it to be hard to bring back breakfast, but they gave me 2 separate bags and didn't give, and I was juggling. I was like, do not drop the drinks. Do not drop the drinks.
Like what? It was my first day I had coffee too. I didn't have coffee the day before.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got home. I did my get ready with Gollum. I was just kind of like winging it. I was like, he's got to be dirty. So I was just smearing broken bronzer from Natasha all over me.
I was very concerned at how the whole Gollum outfit was going to come together because she had showed me before and I was like, that skirt is... I'm like, okay.
I knew that skirt was going to work. I looked at a lot of Gollum pictures. And it hangs in a way that skirt was going to hang. So.
Yeah. I was going to make my whole corset for Frodo, but I was like, you don't need to do that, Natasha. No. Use your big brain. How can you make this work without making a whole fucking new corset? And I said, haha, I will dye one that I already have.
There's a very long pause. I will die.
I will die. And it worked.
Yes, it worked great. But like when we first got out there, we were like a little self-conscious that we looked too cute to be Lord of the Rings. Like, but like then when I saw the pictures, I was like, no, we look like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But like I was like, should I have put my hair up? Natasha's like, maybe you could put it in a bun and like take out pieces. And I was just like, I did that. It looked less like Gollum.
Yeah.
So
Well, and then so we were all supposed to meet at the Grand Manchester whatever Hyatt again for content with the girls to take our content before the party. Did we step on the floor yet that day? We didn't go to convention that day, did we?
we didn't go in the convention that
We
day, but we
did.
did walk through.
We walked through because of air conditioning.
Yeah. We walked through there. But like people weren't really understanding. Like every like 50 people, someone would be like, "Oh yeah, Gandalf." I mean not Gandalf, fucking Gollum. And I'm so glad I got that fish so early on because the fish really made it. Like or else I look like Tarzan, like you said. Like a cave woman.
I also had to coach Christine on like the whole gel in her hair.
Oh yeah,
that
because I never
morning.
used gel, and I was like, "Wow, my hair looks good with gel in it."
Yeah, do it more often.
Yeah, I guess when I let it air dry, I should gel.
But the girls were 2 hours late.
The girls were 2 hours late, so we did all of our like videos just of us and our pictures. So by the time that they got there, we were just kind of waiting to do like doubles and group pictures and group videos. But it took all day. Like we stopped and got Wetzels because we were like, they're still not here. We're starving.
Soda. Also, there's so much Pepsi at this convention. I wanted Diet Coke so bad.
San Diego loves Pepsi. They must have a corporate deal. Because there was Pepsi everywhere.
Yeah.
I kept I would go to get the food and drink, and like I would be so nervous when they're like, we only have Diet Pepsi. I'm like, oh my God, is that okay? We're Natasha. And I would like try to text her fast enough because I'm like just waiting in front of the register. I'm like, I don't know. Hold on.
I get more tired and like in pain than Christine. So then Christine takes the brunt of the like, I will go get the food. Don't worry. Because I will also really then like forgo eating because I don't want to take the effort to go and find food.
Any effort is worth it for food for me.
I'm just like, I don't care enough. I'm not gonna eat.
This
I don't want to walk more.
Like, what would I be like if I was on Survivor? Like, would I go murder stuff? Girl hungry.
You did pretty good this year. Usually you have us go out for all 3 meals, but we did like
meat
2.
sticks have changed the game.
Yeah, they really have for you.
They have, because it's the lack of protein that really gets me feeling like shaky and woozy.
Honestly, like the little meat sticks have really helped me too because I put like, and I had to feed everyone else because no one else ate. I was like, I put 4 in my bag. Here you go.
Yeah, I had 4 left, and that was like 1 each day. And then there was one day where I was like getting hungry, and Natasha was like, "Just take one." Take one of my meat sticks.
I'm like, I can't stand you when you're hangry over here. Like, stop it. Christine and I turn into like siblings when we're at these things together. Because like I think we're both managing each other's emotions in some way or some sort. Like she understands that I get tired and in pain, and then I understand that she gets tired and hungry, and both of us have to come together to work to figure out how.
But we're really good at it now.
We are.
Like, I'm gonna go get it. What do you want?
I sit here. Do you need to sit down somewhere? I said,
You're
no,
like,
I'm
here's
good.
a water and here's a meat stick.
So, anyways, we finished.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay, so our friend had warned us about this IGN party. Okay, she said
there's no food.
Well, she said there's no food, and she said you have to get. She scared the crap out of me because I
literally there was some food there though.
There was, and we did get it.
Well, I couldn't eat it, but it was fine. I already had a meat stick.
She had like 2 bites of things, and she's like, "I can't eat it. Do you want it?" I said, "Give it to me,"
because it would be like cilantro or spicy.
Let me tell this portion of the story.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so So we get kind of done with our Lord of the Rings content with the girls. We are on the other side of the convention center, and we now have to make it to the Hard Rock Hotel to get into the IGN party. Let me tell you about this IGN party. I have always wanted to go to this party.
This is like the cool party.
This is the cool party. For the 17 years I have been going to Comic-Con, I
never been on
heard about this party, and we were going to get to go this year because we had a woman on the inside. Okay. And we were all very excited to go. So the woman on the inside had told me, she said, you need to be there early because once this party hits capacity, you cannot get in. So she's, once you get in, people, and they hit capacity, no one else is going to get in it. I said, okay. So I was warned, I was told, and I have related all that information to everyone else. I said, we have to be there probably by like 6:30 so we can be in line to get into the party. There was like a VIP line, and then there was a general admission. I don't know how you get in the general. I don't know how that works. So at 6:30, because the girls were 2 hours late, I was like, we gotta go. We gotta go.
We didn't get to do like nice group pictures, and they're like videos. Videos are not the same. I don't care what anyone says. A screenshot is not the same as a photo on a nice camera.
So I was like, we're cutting it short. We're getting in this party. This is what we're all here to do. And the girls were in the big ass fucking shoes and boots.
They were in like high heels.
Meanwhile, Christine and I are in our tennis shoes because we know how this goes.
I was in my Gollum sandals, but
you were.
I prepared for this. My feet were covered in moleskin.
Yes. And I said, we're going to have to walk. We're going to have to walk, guys, and it's going to take like around 10 minutes to get there because if you wait for an Uber and you get out of this hotel and you get all the way over there, it's going to be a lot later and you're going to maybe not get into the party. Yes, this is the Jamie DJ party. And so we're like, bye, we're leaving. Bye. And they're like, wait, what? And I'm like, no, we got to walk. Are you guys going to walk or are you going to Uber? They're like, okay, we're going to Uber. We're like, okay, I guess we're going to save your spot. So Christine and I walk to the Hard Rock.
Oh my God. Yeah, we walk, we get online, and the line moves up like 4 feet, and we end up in front of a heat vent.
This is an exhaust vent that is pulling air from a restaurant inside the Hard Rock.
Over the grill.
And it's like this wall of vents, and it's pushing out hot food, burnt air directly onto us.
And like they kept being like, go against the wall, and like we are in a sea of exhaust.
Like people were coughing. This is like
and like then the line didn't move for like 30 minutes.
It was like 15.
It felt like 30. We were just in front of this exhaust heat wave forever.
And I'm like, we're going to smell like food. And this party has all these like actors in it. And they're going to be like, you smell like burnt food. Anyways, the line starts moving. We get up into the party real quick, like, because we're like, we got there really early and it was great. We got there early. We got our Getty images. And then there was Sauron's throne.
Okay, yeah, there was the actual throne from the show. And they were doing this like cool little thing where they take a 4-second video and then they'll take pictures with your phone. And like there's this hesitation to get in line once we first got there. We're like, what should we do first? And I'm like, should we get in line? Should we get in line? Should we get in line? And everyone's like, And then all of a sudden we're like, okay, we got to get in line. And the line just forms in front of us. It's just like all of a sudden the line is a mile long. And there was like 2 people in it when I was like, should we get online? And Natasha's like, wait, is this the line? And it like just congealed.
It was so long.
Looking at it. So we get online, but like half our party decides we'll stay with the stuff while you get online.
Okay, we all have these big ass bags with us.
I mean, I only have my little backpack, but it's still like heavy because it has all my shit in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we get online and we don't leave line. Basically, like the entire time I was on the line. Like the other girls went in and out, but like me and Alex were there for like the majority.
It was like 2 hours.
It was 2 hours. I left to get us drinks, me and Natasha at first. And then, but we made friends with the people in front of us online. They were really cool. Mm-hmm. But like the line kept stopping because they kept having technical difficulties. And I got out of line when JAMIE Campbell Bower came out. And I was like, okay, gotta go watch JAMIE Campbell Bower.
Alex stayed in line for us.
Alex stayed in line, but I went back pretty quick because JAMIE starts playing. Everyone's filming JAMIE, okay? And now it's been like 4 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fucking dance. I start dancing, and I guess like my hair got in someone's way, and like someone gave me a dirty look. Natasha, I wish you didn't apologize for me because like we're at a fucking party and someone's DJing. Like, this bitch can't be mad that my hair moved around while I was dancing, okay? And that made me so mad. I left. I went back to stand with Alex because I'm like, I'm not going to stand there not moving as everyone films JAMIE Campbell Bower for his entire fucking DJ set. This is not why a DJ DJs, for you to look at him. It's so you can dance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, like... There was like a little tiny I thought like people were going to like crowd it, and I felt like people like didn't care, guys. Like there was people who like kind of turned around for a little bit, and that was about it. But people there was like a mosh.
Like,
what?
You know JAMIE Campbell Bower.
I know. I feel like, and everyone's like Vecna. We're like, no. He started in, first of all, Harry Potter, and then he was in Twilight, and then he was in the Mortal Instruments.
He's Jace. And it's like, Natalie told me she had the same experience when she was like trying to dance as Sauron. People were giving her dirty looks. And it's just like, people need to be able to dance at concerts and DJs and activities. I'm just like, this is making me like, the more I think about it, the more upset it makes me. Because the same thing was happening when we went to see Bowling for Soup. Like, no one was dancing. Mm-hmm. Like, what's happening?
But yeah, I mean, JAMIE DJing was so fun. Like just watching him up there. He was so close. He was so pretty.
He looked really good. I was proud of him for like not coming out like he just rolled out of bed, because he usually that's his look.
Yeah. Yeah, Erin said people are too scared of being cringe these days. It's so annoying.
I have a whole rant about this because I didn't realize my video about Bowling for Soup posted to Threads, and there's like, I've never had so many responses on Threads. Like, I've never used it, so no one ever interacts over there. There were like 60 responses, and so many of them were like, so, well, some of them were like agreeing with me, but a lot of them were men being like, get off your phone. You're part of the problem. Like, making yourself the main character in other people's lives is just as bad. I'm like, bitch, I'm allowed to film myself at a fucking concert. I was getting so mad. I'm not part of the problem. I'm filming because of the problem. Okay? Like, I turned on my camera to film the audience because they weren't moving. Mm-hmm. Like, there were a lot of there was one man that said, I'm only dancing for clout because I have my camera on. And I was like, you are so incorrect. I am the first person on every fucking dance floor. I got so mad. And I've seen that name. I've seen the name so many times. So that man has been following me, and he was just fucking rage baiting. And I responded because I got so mad. He's like, there was a whole paragraph, and I was like, and then there were people agreeing with him, and I was just like, I cannot. What clout am I getting from being the cringe that everyone thinks dancing is?
I did not realize that was happening.
Yeah. Anyway, it's really sad. And like the thing is, like, I just hate this whole concept of cringe. Like, it's always been a thing that people are embarrassed, but like it's come to such an extreme that everyone's just boring nothing people. Mm-hmm. Why not just block them and move on? I never go on Threads, so like I've never used anything on there. I was just on there. I was like, what is this? I'm not. Anyway, back to JAMIE Campbell Bower. He was a decent DJ. There were some words.
Better than the DJ that they had up there, who was just like playing like mood music, I guess. But yeah, it was kind of crazy that like he was just DJing and we were all just like at this party. He was DJing for us at this party.
It was very cool to have him there. Mm-hmm. And we because we were in Lord of the Rings costumes, like they had brought us over to like maybe take a picture with the cast, and we were so close when he was doing his red carpet pictures, but then they were like, sorry, no time for you guys. We were like, JAMIE Campbell Bower's right back.
I was like, they were bringing the whole cast in, and I think I was trying to explain. Someone was asking me questions in our friend group. I don't want to call it out who it is, but they were like, "Who's that person? Who's that person?" I'm like, "That's Shelley Vickers. He plays Sauron. That's the guy who plays Doran's dad." I was like, just like in
the man in the chair,
uploading the information to everybody.
I was just like, so we didn't have our phones because this happened very fast that the cast is here, the costume people can take a picture. And my phone was left behind. So I stole Taylor's phone. I was like, give me your phone. I can take a really good picture of JAMIE Campbell Bower. Somebody give me a phone.
I turned to the guy next to me as we were like about to get a picture with the cast. And I'm like, hi, is that your phone? Okay, great. Can you make sure to get a picture of us? And then I did. And then I realized in like 2 seconds, we realized who both of, because I knew of him and he knew of me. And he's like, wait, are you, I'm like, wait, are you Tyler? He works with our friend. So that's why I was like, oh.
But yeah, we didn't get a picture set time.
No, they said, sorry, no time for that. So we got to be up.
Sorry, bye-bye.
Literally got so excited. They were about to pull Natalie, who was like dressed up as
Sauron.
Sauron.
Her outfit was so good.
She looked amazing.
I'm so sad they didn't at least pull her because she was at the front. Like they were going to get her up there.
And because Charlie Vickers played Sauron, and it would have been like literally so epic if she got a picture with him.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I returned to my spot online with Alex. And we waited. And then eventually Chloe waited with us. And eventually I texted and I was like, get back in line. We're almost there. And Alex and I are like plotting, like, what are we going to do when we get to the throne?
I was just like, there was no place to sit. So like, I was so much in pain for just like standing for hours. And this nice lady came over and she's like, she was a voice actress and she goes, sit over here. Like, I'm going to block you, but you can sit right here and hopefully don't tell you to move. I was like, oh my God, thanks. So that was nice of her.
Where?
It was those little like blocks that were like around the like, I don't know. It was definitely like
pillar.
blocking something that was like for safety when I sat on. So,
okay, cool. But anyway, we finally got up there. We did our individual like pictures on the throne, and it was so loud in this party. So Eddie talking was like screaming, and when you got up there, they were like, okay, we'll take a couple pictures with your phone. And then they were like, we're going to count you down and then you'll have your 4-second video. And literally, I can't hear anything once this guy steps away from my face.
Or see anything.
Or see, because there's these lights blinding you. And I completely don't know. And he's like, okay, great. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. I didn't know you started. I waited forever. Please, can we do it again? And then he do it again. He's like, don't worry, I'll count you in this time. And he's like screaming when he steps back. I can't hear anything. So I just keep doing stuff. And then like I start laughing after because I feel like I've been doing it for a long time. And guess what it catches? It catches me with the fish for a second. Then I'm like, ha 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 ha. Like I went back into character.
I never opened mine. Is that
you did
fucking insane? We waited all that time and I never opened it.
How did you not open it? Oh my God. Alex's went really well. He was the first to go. We were all like, I have a video. And it's just like us hyping him up. Like, fuck yeah. And then like we all go in like quick succession, and then we're like, can we do a group one? And like since I fucked up the first one and I got to watch everyone else go, I was like, I'm not messing this up. I was just like posing the entire time, and me and Taylor look really cool, but the other half like almost isn't ready, because it was really hard to know when they were recording. But anyway, they didn't reframe the shot, so like half of our heads are cut off. I watched them reframe so many shots for so many people, and that's why it took so long. And then it comes to our group shot and it's not reframed, so like half our heads are cut off. What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm like, why is it so low? Open it.
Yes. Bring it up, at least, so it's all heads.
Wait, Christine, I have one of yours.
You do? Did you check mark mine by accident? I can send it. Oh, wait, I don't have yours. Okay. But anyway, after we finally did that, we basically were like, all right, time to go. We've been here for 2 hours and we're starving.
Meanwhile, Taya was at this party. Never saw her.
We didn't even see her. It was so crowded. Matthew Lillard was there, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy. And like, I didn't know until later when I saw a picture. I was like, oh, man.
Oh, I got a picture with the guy who's playing Gandalf in Rings of Power, and I never posted it.
No, I didn't even see it. You didn't even show it to me.
I know.
He
was so nice. I didn't hear what he said, but he asked, he's like, can I put my hand on you? And I was like, I didn't hear him. I said,
because it's so loud.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, we were having a conversation with the couple in front of us, and I was catching, because I was like 2 feet away, and they were close. The woman was closer to Natasha, so like they were talking, and I was like right across. I caught like every fifth word, and I was like, oh yeah, I was trying so hard to be a part of the conversation, and like she finally was like, you're not hearing us, really, are you? And I was like, no. I can't hear anything.
Okay.
But anyway, then we got shawarma on the way home. Well, I got shawarma. We went to a really good pizza place that had really good shawarma. It was the best shawarma I've had since London. I'm so happy I got shawarma. I could have gotten wings, but I got shawarma, and it was so good. And I like, next time we go, it better still be there so I can get shawarma.
It was called 6-7.
It was called like Pizzeria 6-7.
I got a big slice of pepperoni pizza, and I ordered a Diet Coke. But they forgot to give me my Diet Coke.
You were supposed to grab it out of the thing.
I didn't know that. No one told me.
I didn't know either. It
was my one time to have Diet Coke, and I missed out. But I wanted Diet Coke so fucking bad
that we stopped at McDonald's and waited online for 15 minutes on the way home for just a Coke.
I needed it.
I know, it's just funny.
And I wanted a chocolate chip cookie so bad.
Okay. And then, so next day after that was, oh my God, wait, can I tell Alex's story about Dungeon Crawler Carl?
If you could remember, yeah.
Oh my God, of course I can remember. This is such a good story. So meanwhile, while this is happening, this day, Alex, in the morning while we were leaving, he was coming back, and he had just encountered like 30 guys dressed as Dungeon Crawler Carl. Okay. And like, he was like, oh yeah, Dungeon Crawler Carl. And then one of them stops and is like, you like Dungeon Crawler Carl, man? And he was like, fuck yeah, I love Dungeon Crawler Carl. And he's like, you read all the books? And he's like, well, I'm on book 6. And he's like, look, this guy's read all the books. He's like, no, book 6. Anyway, the guy's like, if you like Dungeon Crawler Carl. And then he rattles off a quick address, and he's like, 2 p.m.
Island of 5th.
And Island of 5th, 2 p.m. And Alex is like, what? He's like, Island of 5th, 2 p.m. I was like, okay. Come 2 p.m. He goes to this address, and there's all these people lined up, and it's for Dungeon Crawler Carl something, and he doesn't know what it is, but he's like, oh my God, this is so exciting. And he starts to see people coming back with like books that are signed. He's like, oh fuck, like my hotel's like 5 minutes from here. Like I wish I brought my book. And the people behind him were like, don't worry, go get it. We'll save your spot online. So Alex runs back to his hotel, gets his book, comes back to the line, and he can't remember what the people look like that he was talking to. That told him he'd say the spotlight. So he just is walking up and down the line,
Making himself very apparent that he's looking for somebody.
Contact with people, hoping that they'll recognize him. And like, eventually someone says, "Over here." And so it turns out they're doing this like surprise activation where like the author and the audiobook narrator are there signing books. And so he got to like talk to Matt Dimmerman.
Matt Dinneman. I think.
And Jeff, the narrator, and he had like a full conversation. And I was like, let me see the pictures. The person taking the pictures was so bad at taking pictures.
Oh no.
It's like sideways pictures of like Alex talking to him. And I'm like, was there a smiling picture? The smiling picture was like Alex was like weirdly like, randomly in front of like the shot. I was like, why didn't they move?
This poor couple, or these people that held his still his line, and now they're taking bad pictures.
Sorry.
Did a lot of things for Alex.
They were nice people. It was just funny. But like, what a cool experience. Audible was doing that activation, and like with all the Carls dressed up, and it just reminded me so much of like the Outlander activation with like all the guys in kilts that would take pictures and like dance around with us. It was so fun.
But that night after the party, I had fallen asleep, I guess, with my phone in hand, like up a little bit. And I just wake up to Alex being like, Tasha, put your phone away. Tasha, put your phone away. I'm so tired. Then that night or something, you were like, something happened.
You mean the story when I woke up when we were that first night?
Oh, well, there's that story. I gotta tell that one in tea time.
Okay.
You were like up really late editing, right? And then Alex and I were both snoring.
Yeah, I was editing the Gollum Get Ready With Me video, and then like asking for opinions as you guys were getting ready for bed. And then I just posted it at 1:30 because I wanted to post the video I didn't post till today of the group, and I didn't get it up, and I'm sad. But anyway, that was that. And then the next day, we finally went to the con. We were Supergirl and Clark Kent, and we were on the floor. We missed Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
But we did go to a Carrie panel.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
Which is it's coming out in October, and it's Mike Flanagan who did The Haunting of Hill House. It's his show. Yes.
And so on the way out of this, they gave all of us like really nice posters and this nice plastic lamination protector thing. And Natasha doesn't get one. I almost didn't get one because I know what happens when I get a poster. It dies. But like, it was such a nice poster. I was like, I should get it. So I get the poster, and we have this party to go to. The party with
Bowling for Soup.
And Alex is talking about going back to his room to change. So I'm like, Alex, can you take my poster so I don't destroy it? And then we decide we don't have time to for him to go back to his room and change. So we just have the posters. And I'm like, oh man, I know I'm going to crumple this so fast. I tried to roll it to put in my bag, and Alex was like, don't roll the poster. You're going to ruin it. And I'm like, Alex, I'm going to ruin this poster. There's no way I'm getting home if I don't roll it. So I have to pee, and I go into the bathroom with my backpack and my trench coat and the poster and water. And I balance all this stuff on the hook in the bathroom stall, and the whole backpack turns upside down. The water goes rolling. My 2 cameras fall from the sky onto the bathroom floor, into the stalls next to me. There's someone taking a shit next to me. I had to reach under and grab my camera. Okay? My poster forget about it. It got crumpled as fuck. I collect all this stuff. I'm disgusted because it's all on the bathroom floor. My phone fell too, but that falls every second of my life. And I'm so worried about my 2 cameras that are so fucking expensive, and my water bottle rolled away. I'm like, I'm not touching that again. And it was my $7 water bottle that had a little bit left in it. Oh my God. So like, I am so sweaty because I kept my trench coat on and I'm just sweating and cursing. And I was not quiet about this.
I didn't even hear you. We were in the same bathroom.
The whole side of this bathroom heard me yelling and be like, oh no, no. Oh my God. So anyway, I took the water, Frank, because everyone went to the bathroom. So I was like, no one's here to hold my stuff. We didn't do a shift, which we should have done. I thought about it as I was getting there. I was like, I wish I just said I'll wait, but I didn't because I really had to pee. And then I lost everything. And then everyone like leaves and I'm in there with like a paper towel and my fucking Purell, and I'm like going over all my cameras and my fucking phone. And I threw out my poster and I threw out my $7 water. And
also earlier that day, Christine, we really wanted ice cream. And
oh my God.
And I have gotten ice cream at the con before. So I knew it was in a certain spot.
Okay.
And
but we passed a Rita's on the way in. There was no line. Natasha got Rita's. I wanted the Rita's with the ice cream, like the gelati, but they didn't have ice cream. They just had ice.
Well, I got the Rita's. And then we waited in line for nachos for Taya. And then
I
Christine
didn't wait on that line. I went on a sojourn looking for ice cream while you guys waited online. And I went all around Jabib and could not find ice cream. So I ended up getting a Rita's. Guess what the one price for Rita's was? Like, there was no small mediums. It was just $12 for a fucking Rita's.
Yeah, it was a lot. And then as we were walking out of the carry panel, and I look over, and I said, "Oh, see, Christine, ice cream right there."
There was an Annie Ann sign right next to it, and I thought it was Annie Ann's.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah, well, I missed it in my fucking haze of hanger.
Anyways, at the end of this whole story, as Christine crumples her poster and Alex says, "I'm gonna go to the hotel and put my poster back and get changed for this party," Alex ends up leaving the poster on the side.
Well, because we told him we don't have time to go back.
No, I know.
And he was like, "What did you do with yours?" I was like, "I threw it out." It got crumpled.
We had the party that night, but I had the wrong address. I thought I was at the Hilton Bayfront. I was at the Intercontinental Bayfront. So that was annoying. We had to wait for like a 20-minute Uber, and it took us around in this weird way.
It doesn't matter, though, because we made it.
We did, and they had tacos. And
they had
really
good food.
And drinks.
It was a nice party, and we had a great
with
view.
Joy.
Great view of Bowling for Soup. And I have never felt so like I was from a different planet than I did during that concert when I was singing and no one else. I literally thought everyone was going to crowd.
I only knew one song.
Yeah, I thought everyone was going to crowd around the edge. So I was like waiting 10 minutes before. I was like staking at a spot. Nobody watched. There were like 5 people watching. Like, it was crazy. And like Almost is one of their big songs. And when it came on, I was like singing all the lyrics and like it was silent around me. And I was like, what is happening? And that's when I started filming. I was like, I'm so confused. Why isn't anyone excited up here? And a lot of people in the comments or on threads were talking about how people were too young. There were a lot of older people up there at this Thrill Joy party. It was not a young crowd. Like, yes, some people were young, but like young in the like way of like their late 20s. It wasn't like young people. Okay, but anyway, Bowling for Soup was fun. It was like they're older, and you could tell because they had to take 5-minute breaks between every song, but like they still sounded great.
I didn't realize that.
They literally, he would have just like random, he would just shoot the shit about nothing during the song, in between the songs. And in between one, he like looked up and he's like, hey, Supergirl's up there. What's that? The VIP section? What's that? What are you next to? A princess? And that was Natalie. And he's like, is that cosplay? And then he just went through the crowd. He's like, is anyone else in cosplay? And like just filled like 5 minutes just being like, what are you? What are you? And I was like, dude, this is a long time. Please play another song and finish the set. I just want to hear the 4 songs I know.
So that was the party.
Well, the party was really fun. We talked afterward. We got cool hats, and then everyone was like, "We want ice cream."
Oh my god, yeah, because we have been on an
ice cream quest
for 2 days now, and so we went to Handel's. Natalie's husband picked us up, and we had like 3 stops we had to make as he was like Uber driving us around.
But yeah, we got really delicious ice cream.
I want Handel's again.
I do too, because I want to get a different flavor
I've ever had.
So this ice cream was like homemade. There's 48 flavors on the website, but then you find out that like it's seasonal, so they don't all have all 48 flavors at once. And you get to the window and they still have a lot. They had 3 banana flavors, so I was really excited, but they only had 1 in actuality because like it changes from season to season. But you don't get to try any flavors because there's so many flavors that would take forever. So I had to just gamble because there were other good flavors. And I wish I picked the other one because the banana cream pie that I got was a little too rich. So if you go to Handel's, I wanted to get the blueberry
It is not
cobbler.
Handel's. It's Handel's.
You told me it wasn't Handel's. I was saying Handel's before. You said it's Handel's.
I never said that. Alex said that probably.
Well, people corrected me and told me it was Handel's.
Okay,
Handel's. Okay. Should we wrap up?
Yes, because I'm exhausted.
Yes, I think we have to. Okay. So we're going to marry Kiss Cliff.
Okay, Mary Kiss Cliff, Jamie Campbell Bower, Ryan Reynolds, and Ryan Gosling.
Ooh. Okay, I'm cliffing Jamie. Sorry. You can't compete with my 2 favorite Ryans.
Oh my god.
This is hard. I guess I'm going to marry Ryan Reynolds and kiss Ryan Gosling. And I guess that's my final answer. That was a hard one.
I am going to let's negate the fact that they all have partners.
Yeah.
I am going to I think I'm going to marry Jamie Campbell Bower.
Nice. Wow. I would never expect that of you.
I
What?
know. You know why? Because he's British. A dual citizenship.
That man is like very much like rocker. Like he's a smoker.
Stop.
He's really like he's a vibe.
He is a vibe. And then maybe I'm going to marry Ryan Gosling. And then I'm going to kiss Jamie Campbell Bower and I'm going to cliff Ryan Reynolds. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I already married him, so. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this very long episode about Comic-Con. We hope you enjoyed it. And we're about to go record Fangirl Tea Time. So if you want to become a Patreon and join us for that, you can. The link is in the show notes. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, that's at those fucking fangirls. I almost just said my own. At those fucking fangirls, or we're also at those fucking fangirls on YouTube. Subscribe, all that jazz. We release episodes every Friday. Our podcast is edited by Shannon Burton. Our music is by Cole Jenkins. The vocals by Heather Traska. Thanks for watching. I'm Christine.
I'm Natasha.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.